Tonight on American Bulletin, we have breaking and rapidly evolving international news that could reshape geopolitical relations in the Western Hemisphere. The United States has reportedly launched military strikes linked to actions by the Venezuelan government, a development with major diplomatic, economic, and security implications. This story is unfolding right now, and we will bring you the full context, key developments, and what this means for global stability. Before we dive in, make sure you like this video, comment with your thoughts, and subscribe for timely updates you won't want to miss. And for the fastest alerts and live breaking reports, including updates before they're on YouTube, join our Telegram channel, link in the description. This is news you need to hear now. The United States and Venezuela are at the center of a major international flashpoint tonight after reports indicate that U.S. military forces have carried out strikes connected to operations against elements of the Venezuelan regime. This marks a significant escalation in tensions that have been building for months between Washington and Caracas, tensions rooted in political disputes, human rights concerns, and accusations of regional destabilization. This situation is fast-moving, and sources say that initial strikes were aimed at what U.S. officials describe as critical targets tied to destabilizing actions attributed to the Venezuelan government. While details are still emerging and official confirmation remains limited, multiple media outlets and defense analysts indicate that the strikes were strategic and calculated, intended to send a message and disrupt specific operations. Understanding the gravity of this moment requires a brief look at the backdrop. For years, the relationship between the United States and Venezuela has been fraught with diplomatic confrontation. In recent years, economic collapse, political infighting, and allegations of corruption and repression have plagued Venezuela under President Nicolás Maduro's government. The U.S. has repeatedly condemned Maduro's administration, imposed sanctions, and recognized alternate leadership in the form of opposition figures. But until now, direct military action represented a line most analysts assumed would remain uncrossed, at least in public view. Tonight's development changes that calculus. According to defense sources and international coverage, the U.S. military strikes were precise, targeting infrastructure or personnel believed to be involved in efforts that American officials contend threaten regional stability. These could include operations tied to trafficking networks, illicit military support, or other covert activities alleged to undermine neighboring states. Again, official confirmation remains limited, and Secretary of Defense statements are expected to arrive later this evening. At the heart of this is the question of why the United States chose this moment to act. Some experts point to a series of increasingly aggressive postures from Caracas, possibly linked to alliances with state and non-state actors that have drawn Washington's attention. Others suggest this move is connected to broader geopolitical shifts, including U.S. interests in countering influence from other global powers within Latin America. Whatever the immediate trigger, it's clear the United States views this as a necessary step to counter perceived threats originating from within Venezuelan territory or influence. Meanwhile, Venezuela's government has rejected accusations of wrongdoing, denounced foreign interference, and asserted sovereignty over its internal affairs. In response to word of the strikes tonight, state media in Caracas is reporting that the government views this as an act of aggression. Nationalistic rhetoric is already emerging, with officials warning that Venezuelan defense forces will respond to any further incursions accordingly. This dynamic raises the risk of broader confrontation should retaliatory actions be taken. International reaction has been swift and varied. Some U.S. allies have expressed support, emphasizing the need to uphold democratic principles, human rights, and regional security. Others have urged caution, stressing that military escalation in Latin America could have unpredictable consequences and potentially destabilize an already volatile region. United Nations representatives and global diplomatic channels are filling with urgent messages calling for de-escalation, dialogue, and transparency. The Venezuelan people, already enduring years of economic hardship, shortages, and political uncertainty, now face yet another layer of complexity. For ordinary citizens, the fear is that this escalation could disrupt even basic services, prompt internal displacement, or draw an already struggling nation into further turmoil. Humanitarian organizations are warning that any increase in conflict could exacerbate conditions for vulnerable populations, many of whom have already fled the country seeking safety and opportunity elsewhere. On Wall Street and in global markets, the news of U.S. military action is already influencing commodity prices, particularly oil markets. Venezuela, once a major oil producer, sits atop some of the largest known reserves of crude oil in the world. Even the hint of instability can ripple through energy markets, affecting fuel costs, investment patterns, and global supply forecasts. Traders and analysts are now parsing the news to determine immediate and long-term economic impact. In the United States, lawmakers are divided in their reactions. Some members of Congress have publicly praised the administration's decisive action against what they describe as a rogue regime threatening regional peace. Others have raised concerns about authorization for use of military force, potential escalation, and the lack of clear communication to the public regarding objectives, legal basis, and exit strategy. This division reflects a broader national debate over the role of U.S. military power in foreign policy, especially in complex political environments like those in Latin America. Defense analysts are already discussing scenarios, from limited tactical operations that achieve specific strategic goals to more expansive engagements that could draw in regional actors aligned with Venezuela. There's also speculation about cyber dimensions, intelligence operations, and joint actions with allied nations that may be quietly coordinated behind the scenes. For viewers, this underscores that military action today is rarely isolated. It is part of a broader tapestry of geopolitical strategy. The news has also sparked immediate reactions on social media platforms. Hashtags related to Venezuela, U.S. military, Maduro, and Latin America are trending as users around the world share clips, reactions, and commentary. Some express solidarity with the Venezuelan government, others applaud the U.S. move, and many urge caution and peace. The polarized nature of public discourse plays out in real time, reflecting deep global divisions over how nations should engage with each other in times of tension. For local communities here in the United States, even those far removed from global geopolitics, the implications are real. Military action abroad impacts the cost of fuel, the defense budget, immigrant communities with family abroad, and even national security priorities. It is the ripple effect of these kinds of international moves that shows just how interconnected our global landscape has become. As this story develops tonight, we want to bring you every verified update from official statements, expert analysis, diplomatic responses, and humanitarian perspectives. We will be monitoring every press conference, international reaction, and government briefing. For the absolute fastest updates before they're posted anywhere else, join our Telegram channel. We post breaking news alerts live as they come in, so you stay ahead of the curve. This moment marks a significant turning point in U.S.-Venezuelan relations, one that could have ramifications for years to come. Whether this leads to a de-escalation and diplomatic engagement or further military involvement remains to be seen. But what is clear tonight is that the world is watching, leaders are responding, and the stakes are never higher. Now, we want to hear from you. What do you think about this development? Do you support the U.S. action? Are you worried about increasing tensions? Comment below. We read every response and feature the most insightful ones in future videos. And again, if you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to American Bulletin for comprehensive global news coverage, and join our Telegram channel for the fastest real-time alerts and updates anywhere online. Thank you for watching, and stay with us as we track this breaking story.